It's time to recognize and to understand what the true meaning of purpose actually is. Today's show is going to be a very special one because we're going to talk about the basis of purpose. There's a lot of people will have different ideas of what purpose is. Different people will have different points of view based on the lens or framework that they view purpose. And today's episode on Voices of Victory, and I'm your host, Mario D. Leone, is your purpose driven life, the basis for it. So I just want to say welcome to the show if you've never been on here before, because this is a space where dreamers become doers, believers find their path, and seekers actually discover their truth. Today's episode is more than just purpose. It's more than that. It's about living a life that resonates with who you are at your core. You may learn it at 18 or you may learn it at 50. Either way, I hope you learn it sooner rather than later. Let's dive into the heartbeat of purpose. Let's dive into what that means to actually live with meaning, because we are meaning making machines. It's what we are. Yeah, of course, we're flesh and bone and all that stuff, right? But at the end of the day, we make meaning. We are meaning making machines. Every thought, every action, every decision originates from that invisible compass of purpose that is inside of you. Your purpose is more than just an abstract concept. It's the force that makes life actually worth living. So when you're aligned with it, you live with clarity and focus, as if the noise of all the world starts to fade away. And what we're dealing with today in modern 2025 is all of the social media noise that's out there is clouding our ability to see within, to see what's going on inside of ourselves, because we're taking info from here, from there, but we're not learning to listen to our gut, to listen to that good feeling we get. Because purpose is not always what you do, it's the good feeling you get from what you do. Purpose is built as well, not stumbled on. You do it through deliberate, conscious living, meaning you're no longer running on your old patterns and you literally want to move into a direction that actually makes a difference. And maybe, just maybe, you're willing to go through some pain, which turns into passion, so you can make a difference. That is the ultimate purpose, when you're willing to actually go through some pain and you don't even feel the pain anymore because of the fact that there's so much joy that comes out of it. And that's the fun part, because you know what? When it comes down to it, when it comes down to values, you got to picture your life like a prism, literally a glass prism that shoots out all the different values that are there. And if you're not sure what your values are, you can start doing a value audit, and you can see one of my videos on that. Picture your life as a beam of light passing right through that prism. And all the colors that actually emerge from it are your unique set of values. Some shine bright, some are more soft, but together they form the spectrum of who you actually are. So every choice you make reflects those values. Life feels purposeful and full. When they don't, you feel the weight of disconnection or shadow over your days. You run into the idea of, like, why am I doing this? And that's what happens. A lot of people may be doing things and saying, why am I even doing this? I'm going through the motions and I don't feel fulfilled. But remember, those shadows are temporary, because you have to simply ask yourself to move towards that light of purpose where you're actually making a difference in the world, or maybe making a difference in the lives of the people that you're helping. Let's go on from here. We have to step into the art of listening to ourselves, the art of listening to yourself. The purpose has always been speaking to you. Your soul is almost like sending you messages, but we're so busy trying to attach ourselves to the rest of the world that that voice inside of us is whispering. It's not shouting anymore because that inner voice has been drowned out by the rest of the world and everything that's out there. That's what that is all about. So you hear that little voice in the fleeting moments of curiosity, inspiration, longing. The challenge isn't finding it, it's creating that silence inside of yourself to truly listen. This is why people take on meditation or breath work to begin with. To begin is all about quieting the mind so you can actually wake up and listen to what's going on. So, guess what? Modern life, with all of its constant noise, its constant distractions, it makes it harder to hear that inner voice. So, when you strip away all of the chaos, you strip away all of that chaos, you tune into yourself, the truth actually becomes clear. You already know your purpose. It's just time to trust it. Ask the right questions so you can tap into it. It's there. Sometimes it doesn't become evident until you actually get into a situation to where it comes out and the writing is on the wall. But what starts to happen is we ignore it. Why do we ignore it? Because we listen to the outside world. And that's the thing. We have to build a purpose driven life. A life built on purpose is crafted, it's not given. Start by asking yourself questions. If my life were a story, what would I want the next chapter to be? It's a beautiful thing. Purpose isn't waiting for inspiration, it's about taking action, even though you're afraid. Even the smallest step forward is a victory, and consistency is also a step towards victory. But fear gets in the way of that. Perfection isn't required. Honesty, vulnerability, courage, and consistency actually are. Your story is yours to write alone on your own journey. Your journey is not everybody else's journey, and their journey is not yours. You are unique as a fingerprint, and so is your journey. So, are you going to seize that moment? I don't know. It's a good question to ask yourself. So, guess what? This is your moment to rise and live intentionally and to embrace your purpose. When you want to get down to what your purpose is, you need to take a good hard look at your values and what you actually value. It is so important. Do a value audit to help you tap into that inner part of who you are. Until next time, live boldly, act deliberately, get off of autopilot, the TikTok punch in, punch out way of life where you are living by default instead of actually taking action towards the life that you actually want. Make every moment count. Nothing is permanent. Not the house, not the car, not our lives. Things come and go. Life is transient. The house will come and go. The car will come and go. You will move. You will buy a new vehicle. You will have a friend that will disappear. You will have a relationship that will disappear. This is not to be morose or depressed. It's to tap into the transient nature of things. So when you understand the transient nature, it's not to fall into depression. It's to fall into appreciation. And when you're in appreciation, you see the world in a different way. Have a great day. See you on the next video.